Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Candy Ray. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know every time I upload. But yeah, don't you know those times when you feel like it's something about you that you don't like? You know, whether it be something physical or anything like that. It's nothing wrong with it, you know, because we all have our insecurities. You know, we all have things about us that we wish we could change. But one thing that I have learned about all of that is a lot of things about you that you don't like, those are the best things about you. The things that you don't like about yourself are the most beautiful, wonderful things about you. Yeah. And I know it sounds like what, but it's true. And the reason I say that is because I used to be that way. It was a lot of things about myself that I didn't like. And as I went through this journey and started to learn more about myself and why I do the things that I do, and basically just studied myself, a lot of the things that you don't like about yourself are the most special things about you. Those are the most greatest things about you. And a lot of times we gain these insecurities about ourselves from our childhood, from our past. Like we've been picked on or bullied about something, and sometimes it may not even be that extreme. It may be something to where when you were growing up, your brother, your sister, your parents, your friends, you know, they may have jokingly picked on you about something about yourself. And it just stuck with you. It just stuck down in your subconscious mind. And when things stick down in your subconscious mind, that's it. Because the subconscious mind is a record keeper. It stores every single thing that you've had a traumatic emotional reaction to. And it remembers it. And it replays over and over and over until you go in there and change it. So yeah. A lot of us get our insecurities from our childhood. You know, we may have heard something about ourselves and we've heard it so many times, and that when you hear something so many times, you just start to believe it. No matter how strong you think you are, it's just human nature. It's about the mind. When you hear something so many times about yourself, you start to believe it. And then your beliefs start to become who you think you are. And that starts to become your identity. And that's really not who you are. What it is just an idea of what people have pushed onto you to make you believe that you are. But what it really is, you're not that. Those things that you hate are the best things about yourself. And when you start to adapt those things that people have said about you as your identity, and when you start to believe that, it becomes a part of who you are. Because that's your habitual thought pattern. You habitually think that thing over and over and over. So it starts to become a part of you. And so that's why most people are at war with themselves. They at war with them. And the reason being is because the habitual negative thought patterns that are playing over and over in their mind, telling them that they're this, they're ugly, they're not talented, they can't talk that good, they're fat, they're things like that. Those negative thought patterns are playing over and over and over. You hear those thoughts, the emotions vibrate in your body. And then your body acts as if you are that specific thing. So yeah, that's how it works. But that's not who you are. It's not. You're not ugly. You're not, anything that those people said you are. You're not that. And what I've learned though also too is when people project their thoughts on you, that's what they feel about themselves. And when people make sarcastic jokes that seem like they're just playing, that's what they really feel about you. It's not a joke. That's what they feel. And people do that a lot because they're threatened. That specific thing that they're sarcastically joking with you about, That's the most beautiful thing about you that sets you apart from everybody else and what makes you shine over everybody. See, in this world, everybody is in competition with one another, and nobody wants anybody else to be over them. And when you're a person that vibrates on a certain frequency and you have a light about yourself, people are going to pick on you. They're going to sarcastically say things about you to make you feel like the beautiful things about you are bad. And people just do that because they're not trying to be mean, but they're spirits that get into certain people. And those spirits don't want you to shine and be your greatest self and to complete your destiny. Because you have to think, if you're always in a low vibration and feeling bad about yourself and thinking that you're not great, then you can't deliberately create your reality. You can't have your dream life and attract the things that you want to you because you're in a low vibration. You think that you're less than when you're really not. So yeah, it's just all a tactic to keep you in a lower state and to keep you from who you really are and to keep you from creating the things that you came here to create and to help the people that need you in the world. So yeah, when you start to have those thoughts about the things that you don't like about yourself, it's okay, because we all have those feelings. But when you start to think that, lean away from it and start to think another thought and say, that's not who I am. I'm not going to think about that because that's not who I am. You know, you have to affirm things to yourself. You have to tell yourself who you are, because if you don't tell yourself how great you are, how beautiful you are, how talented, how special you are, then everything on the outside of you is going to tell you who you are. Social media, your friends, your so-called friends, you know, your family, everything around you is going to tell you who you are. And the things around you are mostly not positive. They're negative because it's meant to keep you in a lower vibration. So yeah, tell yourself every single day who you are and where you're going, because you're destined for greatness and you're destined to live a beautiful, amazing, wonderful life. And you can't do that if you're stuck in all of those old thought patterns of, you know, I'm this and I'm that, because you're not that.